Hello and welcome to this video on single indicator latent variables in JMP. My name is Geiser. I'm an instructor with QuantFish. In this video, I want to show you a really cool feature of JMP's structural equation modeling module, which allows you to specify latent variables based on single indicator data. So each latent variable, or at least some of the latent variables, can have just one indicator if you specify a known reliability value. And JMP makes this process of specifying the indicator's reliability or error variance component really easy for you. Maybe that's the easiest that I've seen in any kind of structural equation modeling program so far. So let's jump into it and let's take a look at how this works. So for this purpose, I'm going to use a data file where I have only 3 observed variables. It's called mediation.txt. And so in this data file, I have 3 variables, x, m, and y. So I could not use multiple indicators here for x, m, and y for a mediation model, but rather, so say I would have to use path analysis with observed variables, which may be fine if my variables are sufficiently reliable. However, if I feel like x, m, and y maybe are not so reliable, then the observed path analysis, the observed mediation model may give me biased results with regard to the path coefficients. And so if I have estimates, dependable estimates of the reliabilities of those 3 variables, then I can include them in my model and turn this into a latent true score model by giving JMP that information about the reliability. So how can we specify a single indicator structural equation model in JMP with fixed error variances? We do that by using the general JMP module for structural equation models, which you can find under Analyze, Multivariate Methods, Structural Equation Models. And so here, first of all, we select the variables that are part of our model, in our case, all 3. We're going to click them over into the field Model Variables, and then we're gonna click OK. Now you can see that our diagram window opens where we can draw our path diagram. And so here, if you didn't use the single indicator option, you could just simply draw paths between the 3 variables for an observed path analysis. However, if you want to take known reliabilities into account to make adjustments for measurement error, you can go to the Model Shortcuts option down here, and then to the Specification Assistant, Fix Measurement Error. So this is JMP's option to specify a single indicator latent variable to account for measurement error by using a user-defined reliability estimate. And so here again, we're selecting all 3 variables. And then on the right-hand side, we can supply estimates for the reliability coefficient for each of the 3 variables. It has to be a value ranging from 0 to 1. Obviously 0 wouldn't be good, which would mean there's no true score variance in a variable, so that wouldn't work. Also 1 is unrealistic for a reliability estimate because it would mean 100% true score variance. So we want to make sure we supply realistic reliability estimates that are based on an actual serious analysis that we trust for the given sample. For example, Cronbach's alpha, if appropriate, may give you an estimate for a reliability coefficient that you can use here. And again, you want to make sure that these are proper and that they apply to a given sample, because otherwise you might bias your results of your single indicator structural equation model. So here I'm assuming X has reliability 0.8. Let's say M has reliability 0.7, and let's say Y has reliability 0.85. So relatively decent reliabilities. And then we're going to click OK. So now you can see that JMP created latent true score variables for each single indicator. And these have loadings of 1 here, as you can see. So the loadings on those true score variables need to be fixed to 1 for identification. The true score variables have variance parameters indicating their true score variance, and you can see there are fixed error variance parameters here at the bottom for each variable, which JMP determines based on the reliability estimate that we just provided and that variable's empirical sample variance estimate that JMP also determines. And so then next we can work on a structural model or latent variable model here by adding path coefficients or covariances between those variables. So we could, for example, do a single indicator factor analysis by simply allowing covariances between the 3 variables. Or we can specify a mediation model, which is what I want to do here. So we can do this by going to add regressions. And then I'm going to add a path from X to M. So that's the A path in the mediation model. And then also I can add a regression from M to Y, which is the B path. And then finally, you can add the C prime path from X to Y, so the direct effect, and then M is placed here at the top. Now you can still rotate this factor by clicking on it and then using the rotation option to get it out of the way a little bit. And so now you have your structural mediation model here with the A, B, and C prime paths, as well as the variance of X, residual variance of M, and residual variance parameter for Y. Before running the model, we may check its identification status, which you can see here is highlighted in yellow. So there's something going on potentially. And so that is that here we're violating the 2 indicator identification rule and the 3 indicator rule. Obviously, we have only 1 indicator for each latent variable. However, it's not a concern here for us because we have specified the error variances. They are fixed. They don't have to be estimated as free parameters. The loadings are fixed. Therefore, the model is identified even with just a single indicator per latent variable. So we can now click on Run. And then we get our estimates here in the path diagram. Those are unstandardized parameter estimates that you can also find on the left-hand side in a table together with standard errors, z-statistics, and p-values. You can see that negative coefficients are shown in red, positive coefficients are shown in blue. And if you want the standardized solution, you can click here on the red arrow and then go to standardized parameter estimates, which are not displayed in the diagram, but they are placed here in a separate table at the bottom. So here you find the standardized loadings, and then also you find the standardized path coefficients for this model if you want to report those as well. And you can get also indirect effects, like for a standard mediation model by going to indirect effects. You can see that those are then also displayed here at the bottom. And so that's a useful feature as well for such a mediation model. And you can do pretty much anything that you could do with a regular structural equation model in JMP as well, once you specify those reliabilities or error variances. Now, a word of caution, obviously, you have to have reliability estimates that are dependable. Otherwise, if you're using reliability estimates that are too small, then you might overestimate those path coefficients, you might overestimate the effects, the R-squared, or if your reliability estimates are too optimistic, too large, then you might underestimate those path coefficients here. So you have to be cautious and have to make sure that those reliability estimates really apply to your data before you can do something like that. I hope you found this video useful to learn about the options for single indicator latent structural equation models in the JMP software. My name is Christian Geiser, and I'll see you in the next video.